What is up, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, man. So yeah, like I said, I'm back home. I'm in my hometown. It is so fucking depressing here, man. So fucking depressing, man. I went to go take care of a couple of things, man. I didn't realize how depressing, this city really was, you know what I mean? So, as far as like that last video, like I said, consider that shit closed. Because it was just like I said. Matter of fact, it was just like it's been for the last 3-4 years, You had somebody kept trying to project, and even now, still trying to project energy and shit like that, And when you contest a motherfucker, they get all quiet and want to point it out to motherfuckers like, look, this is what they doing. Look. You know what I mean? Shit. I went home today. I got the closure I needed, And needless to say, the motherfucker who kept sending shit my way didn't have shit to say. They didn't have shit to say. Didn't have shit to say. Like I said before. But that right there just reinforced what I was telling you. Like, you have motherfuckers out here who want to be ringleaders and shit. But when it comes, and, they all kind of death spells and shit like that, wishing ill on people. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But when you close to the motherfucker, or when you touchable, or when you know what I'm saying? Even now, I'm in the motherfucking city where the motherfucker was doing the spell work is at. You know what I'm saying? And they can't say that they don't know where the fuck I'm at because they do all the remote viewing and shit like that, been spying on me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you didn't say shit. You ain't try to come fight. You didn't try to, do nothing. But the spell worked. Okay, we're going to keep it like that. Keep your Professor X, your Perfects projecting ass where you at. And I'm going to stay where the fuck I'm at. We got the Ace of Wands out here. Yeah, that's bold movement forward right there. Creativity, bold action, entrepreneur, pioneer, innovator, inventor. This is the energy of boldly moving forward and letting the past be the past. It's the energy of summer, which is you rising into your power. Okay, I Ching number 1, that is you having the power of the creative force of the universe. When you embody the energy of the creative force of the universe, you are a self-starter. You self-motivated. You create whatever you put your heart to is basically what you create. Okay. So what else we got out here? We got the 4 cups out here. With this 4 cups energy out here, like I said, it's still that spying energy. This person, there's somebody out here who's just watching you, and they're watching you because they want to come in to apologize or repair the damage of some sort. But, in my situation, I already consider it closed. You know what I'm saying? I sealed that shit off. I'm not sending no fucking love and light to the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? The motherfucker thought, oh, it'll just be love and light. He'll just forgive it and forget it. Nah, bitch. Just stay the fuck where the fuck you at. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, whoever this person is, like I said, that's more that remote viewing shit that I was just talking about. This person, they're watching you move forward, or they were trying to watch you take these bold steps and things of that nature, because they're looking for the next best way to get you to take a misstep somewhere. So essentially, the energy here is that somebody's trying to. It's the energy of repairing the damage. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to correct something that went wrong in the past. Whether it's them trying to correct some kind of work that they did that went wrong, or something of that nature. You know what I mean? Somebody's just trying to fix something from the past. You have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here. Yes, this is a codependent energy here. You're being instructed to move forward, but the vibe that I'm getting here is the people who are less fortunate than you, or there's an energy of people who don't have as much as you have, who's just sitting here watching you. These are people who are codependent, or the source of their money come from other people, or is dependent on other concepts and stuff like that. That's why when I went home today, the other day, I didn't realize how depressing my city really was and how depressing it really was in my area. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came a long way, and no wonder I was experiencing the energies that I was experiencing when I was there. You know, it's because it's the whole area. It's the whole area. When you are in that area, you would think, oh, it's one of the best areas to be in, considering the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it's good or whatever, or it's a good middle class area. But then when you leave and go to, like, let's say like a bigger city or something, and you come back, it's like you realize like the mentality of your haters is just non-existent. It's kind of like, who could basically, you got a bunch of like crabs in a bucket fighting to be the king crab of a tiny bucket. Who wants to be the king of the kiddie table or the kiddie pool when there's oceans out here? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's essentially the energy that I was getting here. Like, you're doing big in a small pool, but once you go to a bigger pool or the ocean, what you're doing is insignificant there. It's a totally different energy, right? You got the Seven of Wands energy out here. Yes, that's the energy of still wanting to keep you defending yourself. That's that energy there. That energy of trying to keep you defending yourself. You got the third decan coming out here twice. The third decan of Cancer. So this could be like a Cancer Leo energy, or this could be a Leo Virgo energy here out here, right? Also could be an Aries Taurus energy. I mean, yeah, Aries Taurus energy out here, or a what is that? Pisces Aries energy out here. So the vibe I'm getting here is definitely Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Aries energy. Yeah. So essentially the energy that I'm getting here is kind of like somebody's trying to keep you in this defensive energy. They're trying to keep you really defensive. They're trying to get you to burn out and overexert yourself in your energy and things of that nature. And generally that has to do with calling. I mean, with the following, because you probably developed the following, or you have a significant amount of people that follow you, or you probably set a good example for others to follow, right? In some way, shape, or form. Now, when that happens, you have somebody who can't control the rest of the group. Like, say if there was a leader or something who is in control of a group, and they come and they contest you, and let's say you may not necessarily whoop the motherfucker ass, but you humiliate them in a way that they can't recover from. What ends up happening is the people in the group notices it, and all of a sudden they want to follow you, or they want to listen to what you have to say, which means that the more their people listen to you, the more you expose truths about shit going on, the less power they get on a daily basis. So they want to keep you defensive in this defensive energy, because that's their passive aggressive way of fighting. So yes, I do see a lot of passive aggressive fighting out here. There's somebody who wants to fight you, wants to do this harm to you, but essentially they don't have the courage to do it, and they definitely don't have the testicular fortitude to do it. They don't have what it takes. They don't have the balls for it. That's why you have the energy of the solar plexus and Madin, which is the energy of Mars, which generally is like the root chakra, or the you know, it's all the lower chakra bodies are out here. You know what I'm saying? Because the Seven of Wands is about survival, right? It's about defense. So yeah, that's what's going on here. It's defensive tactics and motives out here, all because somebody didn't have the you know, what it take to come confront you head on, you know. And that's male or female, because in reality it didn't have to be a fight. It could have just been like, hey, you know, I sent it, whatever, and you know, just, oh, you know, just however you felt, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Just say how you felt. If you know, but I get the vibe that somebody wanted me to get emotional about it, but like, and just go off on people and all that other shit to make it seem like, you know, I was unstable or something like that. But in reality, I don't have to do that, because I'm not getting anything out of that. I'm not getting anything from, you know, confronting you about your own shortcomings in your life. The reason you're attacking me is because of the shortcomings in your life. The reason this person is attacking you possibly the same, because they're coming up short And the things that you are doing in your life is revealing that, like, they could have done so much better, or there were easier ways to move up in life than the route that they picked. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't think of that. So they hate you for exposing it. Because before you came along, they probably had a lot of following or a lot of people looking up to them and things of that nature. Now nobody pays them attention. You know what I'm saying? And in order to stay relevant, they have to keep attacking you or try to keep some kind of enemy in common with the other people. So yeah, it was a lot of projected energy towards like my neighbors. It was a lot of energy being projected towards people I just saw in the area, in the neighborhood, people I was coming in contact with, when in reality, there's no beef there. There never had been a beef, you know? My thing here was that, you know, when I first got there, I didn't know who it was, but I knew somebody was sending, you know, spell work and projecting and shit like that. But that was the name of the game. That was the illusion there, to keep me so, you know, conflicted or on the edge, thinking that it was the people around me, that the person who was actually doing it was actually hiding. Because if anything happened to the people around me, it'll only make them angrier towards me versus blaming the person who actually did it. You know what I'm saying? While they gaslight. You know what I'm saying? So this person has done this before. So if they ever had beef with anybody in the last, I would say 7 years. Yeah, I'm going to say the last 7 years. They've been doing this to people for the last 7 years. I had to be like the third person, with the third Decan out here. I'm the third person that they did this shit to. So this person could do this to a lot of people, and people pay attention to it. People know. You got the Sun card here with Leo energy coming back out again. So yeah, this is that Leo energy coming right back out again with the 5th house. This could be a father figure, a Leo father figure energy, you know, that you might be up against. But what's going to balance this whole situation out for you, if you're going through this and if this resonates, is going to be, you know, basically exposing what's going on. You're going to have to expose it. You have to bring it out to the surface, you know, because the thing is, chances are, if they had, you know, like when I was dealing with it or whatever, it was like a projection illusion that people were against me, or that it was a lot of people against me. And they, not only was it feel like it was a lot of people against me, but it wasn't necessarily that. It was just somebody who tried to like put an illusion over me to keep me stuck in the constant thought or emotion that people were out to get me or trying to get at me, or that the little things that they did was disrespect, or, you know what I mean? That kind of ordeal. That's what it was, or that's what it is. So then when you have people, you know, like your neighbors and stuff, just doing, you know, harmless things, guess what? You're automatically assume it's a sign of disrespect, or it's a sign of, what is that? Confirmation that they were a part of what was going on, when in reality, it's a little bit deeper than that. Sure, the person who did it is nearby, yeah. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to prove the fact that they didn't have the balls to come see you directly. They didn't have what it takes. Even if somebody told them not to, you know what I'm saying? If you're really the leader, then why the fuck are you listening to somebody else? You know what I'm saying? It just reinforced the stigma that everybody's listening to somebody else. Nobody's thinking for themselves. If the group together disagree with something that is going to be done, then you can't do it, basically, right? That's not how life is, because they might disagree with you making a move to expand yourself. They may disagree with you expanding yourself in life, which means that you stay stuck in that system. You know what I'm saying? So people are in a situation, this is something that has to be walked away from, you know. And like I said, the light is going to come because you have Ra, you got Apollo out here, you got Heru, you got Lebanon, you got Chicago, Philly out here, you got the energy of North and Northwest, self-realization. This has to do with somebody who's does like fun things in life. So you've been encouraged to balance this out by doing all the things you love to do. Be as creative as you choose to be in this lifetime. Have as much fun as possible, because that's the trigger. Someone wants to kill that off in me, and someone wants to kill that off in you. the thinking freely, the being free. Because whoever this is, they cannot be free. They do not know what true freedom is. They're struggling to do the basic healing. There's somebody that's struggling with the basic healing, the basics when it comes to healing. They refuse, which is a good thing, because they refuse to accept that they're responsible for this shit. They can't get past that. They're forever stuck or trapped in that cycle. Even if they say, oh, it was my fault, they'll say it to themselves. And if they do say it to other people, they don't really mean it. Until they really mean it and take responsibility for it, guess what? It's going to trap them in a cycle that they can never get out of. So that's why they watch my channel too, to try to learn how I heal and all this other shit. But in reality, there's no way you're going to fucking heal. I created my own healing system. The healing system I created is abstract from the rest of the world. You know what I mean? So if you try to heal the way I heal, you'll never do it. You'll always be lost. You'll always be lost. You know what I mean? This is somebody who's trying to do what healed people do and say that they're healed. No, that's not true. You know what I mean? That's not true. You got the 5 of Cup energy out here. Yes, this is the end of something and you walking away. Whether it's you or me. But yeah, that's the end of some kind of depressive energy or a dark cloud or whatever it may be. Because I've also got that energy of dark cloud over my, over your head energy, right? You got that somebody's trying to dampen your spirit and make you just try to project being depressed, not feeling like you're enough and second guessing yourself, and somebody wants you to be reliant on them so bad. That's what it is. Because the thing is like, everybody, they're trying to slowly force you to incorporate inside of a group. You know what I'm saying? Inside of a group thing. So you're negative like everybody else. Somebody's trying to emotionally abuse you into being into basically a cult, a club, a family. They're trying to emotionally abuse you into it. Kind of like jumping you into something. But by the time they're done doing what they're going to do, you're going to be so emotionally drained, and they're going to be so happy that they did this to you, which is a transfer of energy. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, it doesn't have to be that way. The sooner you walk away, the better, just let them be miserable. That's why I said when I came home, I didn't realize how depressing the area that I used to live in really was. I didn't realize it. It's not what I seen it to be before, when I first bought the property or whatever. It was a lot of light, a lot of, energy, a lot of love and stuff in that area. It was nice, right? But then over time, it was like, it was just like really heavy because of all the stuff that I was going through. I was having projected onto me. And then I left, and when I came back, I got to see the area for what it was. It hasn't changed. And I was right. And it's the same thing with the people that you will fight this spiritual warfare with. It doesn't matter how long you leave when you come. If you ever want to fight with these people, all you have to do is return. And they'll be in the exact same spot that they were in 4 or 5 years ago. And I was 100% correct. 19 energy out here has to do with noble calling here. Yeah, somebody wanted to put an end to your noble calling, what you're here in the universe to do. Your job, right? To balance this out, your real job here has to do with you just, creating as you see fit. You got the 7 of Cups in reverse here. This that delusional energy that I was talking about you being caught up in your head and all that other energy. But the vibe that I'm getting here is kind of like that illusion being dispersed, if you ask me, right? But I still see bits and pieces. It's kind of like, I know that the disillusion is being held up, but I can see through it now. All the things that they had done to me to try to keep me oppressed and down and stuff like that, it's not as strong and as powerful as it used to be when I first went through it. So I know that I've gotten stronger. I know that I'm a lot stronger than what I was. And now it doesn't take, now it's like 5 and 6 and 7 people all doing the same thing and channeling energy and doing seances around my energetic field and projecting and talking into mirrors and chanting mirrors and stuff. It takes a family to try to bring one person down. Even then, slowly but surely, I'm still thankful to God, and I'm still pushing forward. I still have a smile on my face. You know, my soul still smiles. And it's every day, because I am not this person. I'm not a kind of person that oppress people in order to feel good about myself. And I'm thankful to God for that. I don't have to oppress you to make me feel good about myself. Now, if you attack me, then yeah, I'm gonna talk cash shit about you, and I don't care who you tell or what you try to say I said, right? Because that's what, that's something I just, leave be. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker think, honestly. You got the Lovers reversed here, right? The Lovers reversed here, pretty much the plan here was to try to take you away from somebody. So that was another energy that I was getting, that possibly that somebody in my area probably even had a crush on me or wanted to get to know me better or something of that nature. And there was some contesting energy against me meeting somebody, knowing somebody, being friends with somebody. You know what I mean? And it didn't always have to be like in a romantic sense. It could have just been two people working together. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to be, a love situation. Everybody always think like love, 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 but that's not the truth here. The energy that I'm seeing here has to do with somebody trying to, like a divorce or something like that. Somebody is planning a divorce or something like that, and it could possibly be because of this disillusioned energy. Maybe there's somebody else also in this energy here, and the plan is to keep, two people away from each other while they keep one person confused. Somebody is trying to buy themselves time by keeping two people away from each other, by confusing one or disillusioning one or two people in two separate directions. You got the Four of Wands in reverse here, okay? With this Four of Wands energy here in reverse, the vibe that I'm getting here has to do with, someone's foundation coming down. You know what I mean? Because, with the four of Wands, that has to do with like family. It has to do with foundation, the things you build, the empires that you hold, right? This give me the vibe of the foundation of someone's heart falling apart. Like whatever morals and values that someone may have or have towards you, it looks like it's falling apart. And yes, ever since I left, there's been nothing but attempts of love and lust spells. Incubus and succubus energy. But I don't know if you're going through the same thing or not, but yeah, just be careful out here. This is the reality of the situation here. The reality of the situation here, it's time for you to come out of your head and go out into the outside world again. Not that you didn't come from the outside world. It's just time for you to go out, meet new people, have, adventures and experience love, relationships, friendships, social circles. It's time for you to experience all those things that try to bind in your natal chart. You know what I'm saying? Your part of fortune, all of that, But like I said, God is going to return all that back to the sender. All that natal chart magic, all that shit. All that shit. All the hexes, curses, the swapping of energies, of trying to swap their Mars energy with yours and Venus energy, or, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just somebody who's really desperate out. And, I also was picking up somebody was just really, really desperate to get my attention. You know what I mean? Just really desperate. That's all I could pick up on. A desperation, like just desperate. And I just fucking hate that desperate energy, And I guess that's why a lot of females don't date certain men. Because if you like really obsessed with a woman or a person, that just make them not want you, because they know that you'll do anything to be with them. And it's just like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever, man. I don't. All right, let's see what else we got out here and what our ancestors want us to know real quick. Before this video get too long. Yeah, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. This has to do emphasis. They want to put emphasis on this delusional energy that's out here or whatever, especially the one that you're acting out of or that they're acting out of. Let's see here. We got the Death card energy. Yes, that's coming to an end. So if you are in a delusional state, or if you were in this illusionary energy, karma is coming out here through Scorpio, transformation, death, and the 8th house. This is not your energy. It is returning to sender. It's returning through the sex organs, through the insects that they've been working with, the karmic female who's sending it. It's going to start affecting their career, their positions and rankings. I see taxman out here. Somebody could be having problems with taxes. I see funeral out here. Someone could be passing. Financial advisor. Someone going to a financial advisor to get help with money. Director, insurance. Somebody going to an insurance adjuster. We got drug abuse counselor. Somebody could be going to a drug abuse counselor. We see banker here, which is also, we have several emphasis on financial lack here. We see the energy of Uruguay, Syria, New Orleans could be important, Cincinnati, opal, iron is important, moonstone, and peppercorns. Generally, the energy of peppercorns has to do with protection. Iron and peppercorns has to do with protection. That's the energy of Ogun. If you know, also see the energy of DC, Washington DC out here. So yeah, somebody could be using iron oxide or basically brick dust or brick powder. Yeah, somebody could be using that. Either that or someone's trying to fight with iron of some sort. It could be like some chains or binding magic or something like that. Whatever it may be, right? But either way, whatever was plotted and planned, it's not going to work. There's a transformation here. The number 13 is out here. So that is definitely with someone's karma, and especially like voodoo. I see voodoo out here with the number 13. And I also see masonry with the number 40 out here. The number of Venus. Okay. Venus governs Taurus and Libra. Okay. The Venetian cycle. Right. Yeah. And if you don't know about the number 40 in the Venetian cycle, basically the way that it works is like Venus, when it's in the cosmos, Venus cycled through the same 5 spots in the sky for 8 years. So it'd be one spot for 8 years, go to the second spot for 8 years, then the third spot, which is at the lowest point, for 8 years, and then back up for 8 years, and then at the top for 8 years, and then it changes to a whole nother section, right? That right there, that's 40 years right there, right? Now imagine that happening, I believe, what, 5 more times? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's where there, you know, the Masons have this Venetian math where it breaks down the number 40 and why it's sacred. What a Venetian aeon is, 1,444 years. What a Venetian cycle, I think, is 1,444 years. And a Venetian aeon is 144,000 years or something of that nature, right? So either way, the energy that I'm getting here has to do with masonry, and also the combination of masonry and some kind of occult energy with that, you know, voodoo here or whatever it may be. You have the 9 of Wands out here in reverse. Yes, whoever this person is, they're not going to be able to defend themselves from this circle. Whatever it is, they're not going to be able to defend themselves. I don't know if they don't know it's coming, or they may even be trying to sideswipe you and try to catch you off guard. But the vibe that I'm getting here has to do with this this energy and who sent it or whatever. And I'm definitely seeing that there's going to be a transformation, especially in terms of their protection, or what they've been using for protection, or what they think they are, how they think they are protected. We got the number 9 in reverse here. That has to do with gentle restraint. With gentle restraint in reverse, that generally has to do with someone moving boldly. You know what I'm saying? Because when you restrain yourself, you're calculated. When you aren't, you just move, right? So yeah, with this delusional energy here, this delusional energy that they're in, because they have to be in that energy to project it to you. Okay, that's the thing. They have to be in it to send it to you. And the real delusion here, or illusion here, is to make you accept the energy by thinking that it's you. It's your energy. You could be 100% at peace or in balance, but they are conflicted, and they want you to be conflicted like them. So they, you know, it's a transfer of energy essentially here, right? They want you to feel like them so that they can feel like you, which means that they get off on making you feel like crap. And they know they feel like crap. Like, if you know you feel like crap, that's the thing. If they know that they don't feel too well about themselves or their situation, and they try to weaponize it towards other people. So if you are around this person and you start feeling depressed and stuff like that, there's a possibility this person has been sending depressive energy towards you. If you tell this person good news and all of a sudden things fall through, it's because this person is jealous of you, and they probably was wishing that you didn't get whatever this was. You got the Nine of Cups in reverse here. So yeah, with the Nine of Cups in reverse here, this is a removal of their bliss, their happiness. It's gone because of this delusional energy. All this shit is getting ready to end in their life. They're not going to be able to defend themselves with the Seven of Wands reverse. I'm sorry, that is the Seven of Wands in reverse and not the Seven of Cups in reverse. That is my mistake. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, that is definitely the energy of being ambushed, which is why the Death card came out to emphasize that. It still has the same meaning of death, transformation, other people's karma, and things of that nature. So somebody could be experiencing other people's karma here. And it's because somebody is basically trying to project that, and they're trying to get you to feel defenseless, essentially, is what's going on here. So all of the reading is right, except for the overall energy has to do with someone being overwhelmed or ambushed. So yes, I do see the energy of whoever been projecting this energy towards you actually being ambushed by the same things that they put out. Because essentially what happened was, by them projecting it out, in order for them to project it to you, it has to go through the cosmos. It has to go through their crown chakra into the universe, and then through your in particular core and towards you. Even if it's through like an image or a voodoo doll, it still follows that route. Okay, even if it somehow, you know what I mean. So essentially, it's still being projected out, which means that more is going to start coming in for them, because they're in the energy. They're in that energy, that frequency, and that vibration. And at this point, it's a frequency, right? You have the Tower card here. Yes, like I said, there's some things that is getting ready to come. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to jinx myself and it not happen, because, you know what I mean? That's also been an energy too of them jinxing readings, jinxing the things I'm expecting to come in, jinxing the passions of my heart, and also trying to jinx the things I speak into existence. So therefore, I jinx the jinx, or allow the jinx to unjinx itself, and whatever it may be. And whatever the jinx does is what it's going to do. It's confusing for you, yes, but by the time they think about it, it'll already be done. You got the Tower energy out here, and this Tower energy has to do with, you know, it speaks for itself. There's that energy of iron out here again. That iron oxide energy has to do with protection, like I said before. It's the shield and the spear. That's the energy of Ogun out here again. Okay, so I don't know if they called out to Ogun, but he's coming. He's coming with that militant energy, with that demolition energy, conflict resolution, anger management, composition. Yeah, high emotional pressure. Yes, he's coming. He's coming, and not only is he coming, but he's coming to fuck some shit up. When he fucks shit up, guess what? There's going to be very, very little things in his wake. So whoever he's out for, he's going to get. And it's not about an offering. It's about what's right and what's wrong. Because true enough, if you are, you know, worshiping him and you call out to him and say someone's messing with you, and come to find out they're not, and everything is peaceful, the most peaceful resolution is to leave that person alone. To, you know, like, I'll put it like this. If you say someone is attacking you who isn't, and you call on to this deity, and the deity's job is to protect you, but you're instigating the fight, then the smartest thing to do is to attack you, to stop you from instigating the fight, to bring peace to that situation, because you called on that deity to fix it, right? You got the Hangman in reverse out here, right? With this Hangman energy out here in reverse, that's the end of somebody being stuck or in stagnating energy. That's coming to an end. So if you felt mental fog and things of that nature, guess what? It's lifting, and all jinxes that was sent towards you will be redirected to where it come from, including potions and cauldron magic. Okay? Next, we got the Page of Wands out here. But the Page of Wands out here, this has to do with the beginning of summer here. At the beginning of summer, something happened. Maybe you was in this creative energy, you was working on a project or whatever it is. Yes, you need to return back to that. This has to do with clear linguistic here. Clear linguistic has to do with, it's something I created, but the concept behind it is the ability to speak and understand languages, regardless if you know the actual lingo or not. So it's kind of like being able to hear somebody say something and your spirit interpret the message. So yes, this has to do with you interpreting messages for the spirit and the divine based off of what is coming in. That's the energy that you're in, okay? And this whole energy here, whatever happened in summer, you probably spoke some into existence around the summer about, you probably got a download or a message and it's now coming into fruition, right? Could involve the youth. It could involve a community, an activist, or some kind of creative work, or even the news. You have Judgment out here for the, for the air slot. And the air slot, this has to do with what's going on now and essentially what the overall plan is. This has to do with the neutral energy here with Scorpio out here. Scorpio,